It's the Cable
Easy natural order here. I actually think Ocelot Pride's the premier pack one, pick one, but I wasn't in the mood for it. Kind of in a big fatty sort of mood. If you hadn't noticed. Grand Archive is super similar to Magic. Oh yeah? It doesn't seem like the tournament scene has enough to draw me away from Magic, though. Are there Grand Archive cubes? There's barely Grand Archive regular limited. Game's pretty new. I'll take this here clamp here. Green seems open. Green's always open. It's not a heartening sign. It just means you're in the wrong color. The Altered TCG. Yeah, I know a couple people that worked on that game. I never tried it out. The last time I went to Gen Con a few years back, they like debuted it there, and it seemed to do well. I think Grand Archive looks like one of those TCGs that'll just die. It's actually been doing pretty well in Asia. Like in the US, it's been having like 400, 500 person Grand Prix. And in Southeast Asia, they've been having like 1,000 person Grand Prix, and only because like that's the largest venue they can get. So even though it was made here in the US, it's likely to be around for a bit. You remember thinking Versus was going to completely overtake Magic? So the reason Versus didn't overtake Magic or live very long is because it just doesn't have enough variance. It's a very low variance game. And if you have a game with extremely low variance, at a certain point people just wonder why they're not just playing chess or something. You gotta give the fishies a taste. You gotta let the bad players win sometimes. You gotta let people like fucking sack out after they've been bleeding value all game. That's like the fun of collectible card games. Yeah, chess has variants, Roro, but it's like human created, or like based on pairings and stuff. You know, it's not built into the game, not built into your draw step. Probably bad that I want to take a Traxa here, huh? It'll work out somehow. Tanio's pretty good with Time Walk. One of the ways of rebuying that one. You think it's boring when you win every game? I don't think that's true. People that are like close to winning every game like tend to want to keep on winning. It's like why they got to that spot. Magnus Carlsen had like almost 60 matches of classical wins in a row or something like that, and did not take losing gracefully. Nice song list. We've just been listening to albums today. This one's Memories of Tokyo by Too Mellow. I like it a lot. It's based on the Jet Set Radio soundtrack. It was a very similar vibe. Looking at Sylvan Caryatid and Nexus. I think I want the Sylvan here. Nexus is a cute one to channel out. And then it's just very castable. Yeah, alright. You're 2K rated in chess, and if you could never lose again, you'd still play every day? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, like, anyone that's like super competitive would click that button for sure. Maybe not everyone, like that's being like overly broad, but you know what I mean. Especially anyone that's like making any kind of income off the game. You're basically like asking that they like a raise. Like, yes, I'll take that, please. Should we play Bahamut in here? That's another one to channel out. Interesting stack of cards we got here, huh? Oh, shit! Florent, splash in the chat with some gift subs. Congratulations to Emmett Eternal, Time Gould, the Iceman 22, Twin Raj, and Brock LS. Hell yeah. You love board games, but reading the rules and then teaching the games can get tiring? Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's not ideal. If you remove that section, I'd probably play a lot more board games. And that means that, like, people that like board games tend to gravitate towards, like, games that have a ton of depth to them and a ton of replayability, because then they don't have to, like, relearn, like, they don't have to go through that, right? They don't have to go through the relearning the game period over and over and over again. But then it's like, would you like to learn this super complicated game that we've all played a billion times? And you're going to fucking get shit on instantly. After 4 or 5 games, you might have a good time. Hey, Plasgeek thinks that 86 months. Fuck yeah. If we could Vulcan mind meld fucking game rules, that would be sick. Looking at the Coalition Relic, thinking about Pest Infestation 2. Both kind of make sense here, huh? One cool thing about the Coalition Relic is it makes the Attrax a lot more castable. I don't know. Pest Infest is good. Is that a flash? Let's play a flash. A little BP action. Oh, BP never hurt anybody. I kind of dig this starting town. Oh, Fabled Passage plays into the Prismatic Vista. Whatever. I'm going to draft this Nadu. We got a Bristly Bill. We got a Sylvan Safekeeper. Looks like a Nadu deck to me, huh? Steam Vents would be great, too. So Oliphant is an option. I'm going to take the Jetmir's Garden instead. Back-to-back Eureka decks? Huh? Doesn't seem good. I don't know, I'm drafting elsewhere, though. Like Manamorphose. Five-minute Walker. We have that. We got that Nissa right there. I thought about the creature land, but the deck needs another spell or two, so I think the prime time fits pretty well. Yeah, I wish we had more ways of rebuying the Time Walk. There's a couple here, though. Have I played with Nexus before? I've played with every card in the cube quite a bit. Nexus is like kind of just okay in a deck like this. The channel makes it a lot better. I typically like it in artifact decks where you've got cards like Academy and Workshops. And they'll help you get the Nexus into play, and then the Nexus will ramp you into Portal. This deck isn't quite like that, but I could see a world where we want to channel out the Nexus on turn 2. I could see that being very good. I might cut the bear. Hold your butts. Oh shit, what up? Hey, Possum Puncher, thanks for the sub, thanks for 52 months, and most importantly, thanks for punching them possums. They've had it too good for too long, I say. Hey, Rad. Thanks for the sub. Thanks for 87 months. I could see boarding in Field of the Dead against Control specifically, and because we have the prime time here. It's pretty bad, though. I'd never want to draw that card. I don't think I'm going to lead on Noble here. I think I want to lead on the Hedge Maze and try and find something to flash in on, too. That's what I want. Ooh, never mind. We gotta. I should have shocked myself with that breeding pool, actually. So that way I could turn to Noble Hierarchy and play the Hedge Maze, and now I have to choose. I got a little excited to jam the Tamiyo. Do I love Yuna's decision as much as you do? I've played it a few times. I think it's okay. So, probably not. If I clamp my Noble, it flips the Tamiyo. It's kind of cute. Is that better use of my mana than just cracking a clue, though? I don't think so. Let's just crack a clue. Crack a damn clue. Hey, Florin, thanks for getting us up to Ultimate Price. Congrats, Ultimate. So the Clamp line would have gotten blown the fuck out, huh? Since they wanted to play this Tidebinder anyway. Glad you joined the Tunes, Chrono. Could they have eaten the Tamiyo? Yeah, the attack trigger, if they Tidebinder the Tamiyo, then it becomes an 0-3 and loses flying. They might have been worried about like a sorcery speed removal spell or something. But they're not equipping the Umezawas, so... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Exalted made it a 1-4. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, they wouldn't have been able to eat it then. We're like oddly close to clearing the Jace, right? Like clamp the Tamiyo, attack, deal 2 damage. Oh, that works. Because we can Manamorphose out the Ren to ping the Jace. I think I dig it. I think I dig that. These draws have not been amazing. Looking for something to flash or channel into, huh? Kind of glad we got clamp value on the Noble after they showed me Tidebinder and Umezawa's. Oh, interesting. To lift the Ren. Hey, Florent. Thanks for gifting a sob to the Great Aegis Macy. Yeah, I thought about leaving up an island just in case they remanded here. Currently, they have lethal in play. This means they need to rip a untapped land if they don't have one already. Still probably dead, but, you know, what are you going to do? Cry about it? Yeah, I am. I'm so dead. It's going to be okay. I'm not sure it is. The Sheldack's almost turned done. Binding. Very afraid of that Tameo. Gonna lead on this commercial district. That is what I was hoping for. Mana short of getting the 6 down to be able to attack on your extra time walk turn. I don't see a single answer to that tar pit. Your god lands. I don't think there was like a live draw though. So if you're gonna draw a bunch of lands, like that's the time to do it. If only Safekeeper could target the opponent's creatures. So we could board in some like random shocks and stuff, but like what are the odds that we die at a creeping tar pit 2 games in a row, right? Basically none. I think we can just let this ride. Actually, I kind of need to go to the bathroom. I'm going to take a quick bathroom break. I'll be back in a minute and a half here. Did the Eureka deck do the thing at all? It did it a lot, yeah. Yeah, the 1-2 comment is actually like pretty dismissive. The Eureka deck, even the match that we lost, like the opponent needed to rip an answer to Grizzlebrand off the top to lose that second game, lose that second match rather. No, it was sweet. Eureka deck was awesome. Very much worth a watch. All right. I just got some good news while I was on the pisser. Not good news life-wise, but I saw the Sword is touring close to me. Pretty stoked about that. Yeah, we can keep this. For reference, I flew to Texas for their comeback show last year, so very exciting if you're me specifically. Oh shit, what up? Hey, Pelak MTG, thanks for the sod, thanks for the 31 months. Ads remind you to hit that prime. Fuck yeah. Turn 1, Jace the Mind Sculptor. I don't think I'm supposed to crack out the Noble. It's like sort of pressure for the Jace. Not really. Why not turn 1 red and 6? Because I wanted to play my fucking surveil land. I want to scry closer to a time walk. That's what I want to do. They're just fucking fate sealing. Amazing. I could see Ren a turn early, like, being good if we actually, like, get the ult with Time Walk. But if you don't have the Time Walk yet, right? A little less exciting. Maybe they're going for an ult. Yeah, the first chase uptick, you kind of do it to, like, get out of bolt range. The second one sort of does imply that they might want to go for an ult. Depending on what part of Texas, traveling there intentionally could mean a lot. I mean, it was a music festival that, like, had other sweet bands there and such. And it was Austin, so I don't mind Austin. I think that's their local. So if I ping Kaido, they can uptick and then clear the Ren. So I'm just going to uptick here. Hey, Zeratol, thanks to the sub, thanks to the 24 months there, the 2 years. You just got back from Peru? Hell yeah. Was Peru awesome? Was the food great? I've heard really good things. Little surprised they're Jace brainstorming here, instead of just bouncing the Fnatic. This might come off as bias, but you're from Peru, and yes, the food is amazing. You're already missing it. Ah, shit. Bias is fine. This might count as a bias, but I am something of an expert on the region, and I, yeah. Sounds dope. I wonder if it'd be a dope place for a honeymoon. When putting together a party, does it ever make sense to pre-mix drinks for the guests? No, Alicia Red, it does not. Because people want drinks of different strengths. And you're kind of just, like, fucking that up. You're also dealing with, like, a lot of uncovered drinks there and stuff then. And, like, freshness issues and whatever. So the closest that people come to pre-mixing drinks is stuff like Jello shots and the like. Could almost grab library here. I just want to grab library. You make a punch bowl? A punch bowl would make sense, yeah. That's pretty convenient. There are, like, pre-mixed drinks that are not terrible. The issue is that, like, a lot of them are. You've pre-batched cocktails before to shake with fresh lime juice later. I could see that working. Your friend is moving away and you want to try pre-making his favorite drinks for the party, but it's starting to feel overcomplicated for something not everyone might even drink. Sure. Yeah, drinks, like multiple drinks, might be rough, Alicia Red. But, like, making, like, a large amount of his favorite drink seems reasonable. They make, like, stuff for that, right? With like a little spigot in it. Hot diggity. Oh, they just dead? Hold on. Yeah, that just does it, huh? That was a cool ass ending. Was that the turn 1 Jace the Mind Sculptor game? Is that what this was? They turn 1 Jace the Mind Sculptor fucking did whatever they want for however long, and then like on turn 7, we were just like, channel into question mark, and that worked. Yeah, we got this once upon a time. That'll probably find something. I don't know. Drinks are like aviation and rum and lime juice. Rum and lime juice, I think, is like a fairly normal thing to mix in like a punch bowl. Let's see. I've seen stuff like this used at parties. And then it's like this is only like $10 at Target or whatever, or this is like $20 at Walmart, whatever. The nice thing about this is like you don't have to worry about somebody fucking with the drink because the top's closed off. Like it's pretty obvious if someone's messing with shit. And then you have this like reusable container you can use at different parties. Oh, this is cute, huh? It's only a liter, but it is cute. You used one of those to dispense mead someone had you brew for a party. Nice. Yeah, I kind of want the heat. The perfect hand doesn't exist. No, they got my channel and the Nexus. Amazing. Ooh. Hello, Time Walk mana. I guess that's also Flash Primetime mana. Does Flash work with Bahamut at all? Apparently. It's like a 2-card Vindicate. Fucking deal. Man, how am I going to deal with the 1/1? think there's a good chance I steal my prime time again. Oh shit, what up? Hey, Sidearm Curve, thanks to the Saw, thanks to 21 months. So the Ren can ping off one of them. And then we're gonna use a Bahamut to clear the other one, is the plan. The issue is they're gonna have 2 creature lands look awesome here, and this Shelduck Isle. I didn't count before I activated Library. I'm glad I didn't fuck that up. I was like eyeballed it and was like, yeah, it looks like 9. Just, I guess I still had this Lotus Petal. So if I was off by 1, it would have been fine. Got me. Seems likely that they tar pit the Ren here. So I could Atraxa here. 1, 2, 3, 7. Then play Tameo. Opponent's got 2 cards in hand. I think 2 blockers when they only have 2 cards is enough for Shinobi. Oh. I'm just going to Battlesphere then. I win! Me the winner, me! I don't know if I've ever seen a hand that was just like so good and so terrible at the same time. I'm gonna keep it, but like the fucking town, the city of brass that's in the deck would actually be probably the best rip there. Now we bricked on a land. Are we getting an island? Or are we getting something that helps pay for rent in 6, huh? Yep. Not ideal. Not great. They even have like the Crocus to make the Tameo embarrassing. How's the town been? I haven't drawn it yet. Would have been great in this opener. Yeah, Luminary Post Rabbit's a classic. I know Rabbit's a new card, but to me, it's a classic. All right, jeez. All right, I'm gonna board in some shocks. I'm gonna board out Prime Time and I can't cut Channel, right? No, Channel's too good here. Cut this fucking Fnatic. Or actually, yeah, we can't cut Bill because it's part of the Nadu combo. Man, that Crocus is a goddamn dicking. I hate Crocus so goddamn much. I hate it so much. Hey, Alicia Red, thanks for $20 donation. Red says, constantly bringing good vibes, good decks, and more. Cheers, man. Cheers, Red. Thanks for the $20 tip. Was that a white counter? Yep, Reprieve. It's very similar to Remand. The main difference between the two is that it gets around Chalice of the Void, because it doesn't say counter on it, but it's functionally Remand. Crocus wasn't that great before Legendary was thrown onto everything. Like, actual everything, right? Because Wizards, like, got their fucking mitts on Commander. Like, Commander, when it was a community-created format, Commander was like a fucking fresh box of crayons, right? Like, all the tips are nice, all the wraps on them and stuff. And then Wizards was like a fucking chocolate-covered baby that came upon that fucking box of crayons. And now they're all like fucking down to the nub and like wrangled and dirty. And just everything is fucking ruined. Shoved them up their nose, yeah. A lot of the joy of early Commander was like finding a home for like old obscure legend cards and like feeling kind of cute and clever about it. And now there's like fucking 16 different tricolor legends that do whatever you want. Or like have pre-built decks for them. I'm just old. Ignore me. I'm just old. It's fine. It's all totally fine. I kinda want to fetch a mountain so we can threaten the turn 2 Ren, It was kind of innocent at first. Like, there's really no legends and a few weird color pairings. Yeah. And now everything's a legend. Old man yells at cloud, exactly. One of the things I've really enjoyed about pre-modern is that it's a community-made format that, like, Wizards will just never be able to touch. So it keeps that original earnestness. Imagine if Wizards started designing cards intended for Cube. They kind of did. For example, Cogwork Librarian. I would argue is a card that was designed towards Cube. What is this song? I don't know. It's in the middle of this album. Good old Al's bum cover. I was gonna Nissa this turn. Now I kinda wanna do this. You just want to name the forces? Like Force of Despair? Saw some playing Modern. Force of Vigor. Cyborg staple in Modern and Legacy. Great in Vintage Cube. Lazy naming convention. Let me tell you, if your biggest issue with modern Magic is a lazy naming convention, I am jealous. I am envious. Ah, the Bloodbraid Challenger into a Johnny. Nice. Hello. Yeah, it's probably worth sacking a thing for him. Oh, I could have just played the Manamorphose, I guess. That was a hell of a time walk, huh? Like the Nissa's was about to ult too. They were in a rough spot there. This ain't slow as shit. Yeah, we can't really library here because we need to threaten the Ren and 6 ping on 2. But if there's nothing to ping, then we can library on turn 2. Look for a noble or something. Yeah. Count Smacula. That's a lot of fucking mana. Jesus. Well, we're going to block the one that become a 4-4. Eat 6, go to 12. I'm just, like, praying that, like, giving them another 6 damage here isn't going to be the end of the world. Then next turn I'll be able to untap, sack a bunch of lands, get a bunch of naughty triggers. Hopefully something cool will happen. They do have the Mana Crypt going at them. Everybody ready for the Fiery Confluence? I feel like my number of deaths to Fiery Confluence is higher than like anybody else's in the universe. It's like stupid high. We're going to go ahead and top that one. So the Ren goes up to 6, which is not fucking enough. So close, so close to something here. I think I'm just dead, though. Missed on lands, I guess. I mean, I could have kept a Safekeeper around for another turn. Had another 3 attempts here. I don't know. Would have lined up with Bristly Bill, potentially. Felt like a well-played turn. Yeah, it was based on vibes. So, that makes sense. Yeah, this deck needed, like, more direct ways to rebind the Time Walk. The Time Walk's really good here, but it, like, needed, like, Eternal Witness stuff. We can get that. Ways to chain. Oh, they have the Mana Crypt. That's what they were worried about, I see. That's lethal. We block the 5/5, take 4, the sack 2 things, right? I think this album's in my top 10. This is very, very vibey. Ooh, sup, Nadu. That could be very good with this bill, Not a lot of bad draws here. Yeah, you got it. So I can pay some life and run out Nissa. Or I can play Nadu without a trigger. I guess I'm going to do that. I don't think most people play around days there, to be fair. Be a hard cast, The Relic. Even though the opponent's got an active One Ring, I feel pretty favored here. I start making this hard cast in Battlesphere if we want. Almost 4 a.m. in Barcelona. Are you just visiting Marignac? I loved Barcelona when I got to see it. And, like, by all rights, I should not have enjoyed myself. The first day, like, we had a nightmare in terms of the room that we had rented, the apartment that we had rented. And then the second day, a friend of mine hurt my foot, and I just, like, couldn't, like, walk anywhere for the week. Still had a great time. Food was great. People were awesome. Met a lot of really, like, good-natured folks that were, like, fun to chat with. even though like none of us were like fluent in the other's language. Really good vibes. Hey, Griffo9, thanks for the sobbing 64 months. Lots to do, lots of good things to eat. Work trip, nice. Did I ever get them back? My friend that hurt my foot? I did not know. People in Spain like sitting to eat? Yeah. I mean, I like sitting to eat. I don't want to target the bill because they can Crocus the bill. I gotta target something though. This has been quite the chain. Opponent's like, all right, fuck this. I'm bouncing the bill. Good evening, connoisseur. Connoisseur says, is this the final draft of the evening, or could I convince you to a stip draft for future Caleb? You can fire up a stip draft, connoisseur. If you're fine with it potentially getting split up, we can jam it. What did you have in mind? You're liking this song, super groovy? If you're enjoying this song, you'll enjoy the rest of the album. Jam as many 4-drops as one can feasibly do. All right, we'll do it. I'm on board. I'm guessing the number for that will be like 6, but we'll see. Could be another Lumberjack deck. Yeah, that one's pretty good with 6 drops. An honest to goodness 7-mana flash. That's what we're doing here. Yeah, you got it. I don't think I flash into block. Because I'd have to lose a 1-1 here. I think I want to do it on their end of turn. We're going for the kill regardless, so... Yeah, they kind of need another, like, path effect here, If I'd done the flash thing mid-combat, I would actually not have enough damage to win here. Literally needed every single mirror token. Can you give 5 subs? You certainly can. That'll work. That happened to somebody else the other day, too. It might be a browser-based thing. Because I've tried it. I tried it on Chrome, and it worked just fine. The donation deal. After somebody asked about it. And then I had issues on Firefox, and then it worked on Opera. Hey, connoisseur, thanks for gifting those subs. Congratulations to Flatterick, Elierbag891, Big Comfy, DJ Coyote, and Calmixum 1K. Hell yeah. Odd little game, huh? How often do you get to flash in a fucking Mirror Battlesphere and then pay for it? I kind of feel like all this should be in, just like the last round. And then we had a mountain over this. I don't know. Cut this and... Six a little weak to Caracas. Man, Caracas has just been fucking grinding my nuts today, huh? When I drew the channel, I should have reconsidered and played out the commercial district so I could go turn to channel Bahamut and Coalition Relic. Would have been better. What are the odds that's the only time Flash has been played as intended in 2025? Very low. There's a lot of people that draft Vintage Cube. Yeah, I think I cast an Honest Flash at the start of the year, Beers. But it might have been last fall, I'm not sure. Untapped land here would be kind of cool. Untapped forest specifically. Oh, I guess I don't need it, huh? Because I got the Coalition Relic. That's a lot of life, though. Nine puts me to 9. -3 puts me to 6. -4 puts me to 2. I'd go to 1 life. That's probably not correct, right? Just get the prime time down. Caleb has flashed into Ragavan. I have, yeah. The confidence in not leaving up the mana for the Tarfire. Yeah, it's not really a matter of confidence. It's a matter of knowing that I'm going to forget to activate the Coalition Relic X percentage of the time. If I just tap the damn thing, then I won't. So it's just playing around myself there. Even though there's like some percentage of the time where you'd want to Tarfire or something. No, don't do that. Don't do it. Let me live. It'll be cool. Yeah, that's a win. Damn. Got some fucking bagpipes up in here. This band rips so hard. I got to see them live, and like and there were a surprising number of people in the crowd that were also like really jazzed to see them. Like they had more fans in Europe than I thought they would. They had like a shitload of spotlights, like all focused on the lead singer, who's also playing guitar. But the person that I was most interested in watching was they had one of those guys that like just like switches instruments between every song. I fucking love those guys. And the guy that plays the bagpipes here also plays like the rock clarinet, and he also plays this huge ass flute that's like a traditional instrument from his region. I always forget the name of it. But it's a very like consistently vibey album, and he plays, even though he's switching between instruments, he's playing like a similar like droning style, and then he'll like go off in solo and stuff, and really fun to watch. What's the highest chapter I've gotten Bahamut to? I don't even know if I've drawn 2 cards off Bahamut. This card fucking sucks. Almost as bad as his hand, It's been worse than Ashen Rider half the time for you. Yeah, same. I've had like I've had a few games where I was just like, this can't hit a fucking land. Really? I can't blow up a land with this. All right. Play my 9/9. Your turn. Oh yeah, there's a shitload of new cards in the cube. Is the turn 3 Nissa on the play gonna take it down? God, I hope so, because that's all I've got. that's just it. Shallow Grave Bahamut? I don't think that sounds very good. Like, Shallow Graving Archon is borderline. And you're getting 2 Archon triggers. But people, like, rally back from that. Hey, Squee, Goblin da Boob, thinks the sub, thinks the 30 months there, the big 3-0. You already did this shit earlier? Yeah. Twitch doesn't give a fuck. Buggy ass program. Archon's just a messed up card. Yeah, but that's like about the lowest tier that I want to Shallow Grave. Like, the premium things to Shallow Grave are Emrakul, which takes them a lot more setup, obviously. And then Grizzlebrand and Atraxa. And Grizzlebrand and Atraxa are very likely to just win the game. Archon is an awkward one to Shallow Grave because you lose your fucking Archon. And then it's not around to just attack every turn and win. The card that we're discussing is much fucking worse than Archon. Hey, Takumi86, thanks for the sub, thanks for 61 months. I didn't take, like, the best example to Shallow Grave and say that this is better than that. This is the worst thing that I want to Shallow Grave. Oh. I was like, I hope I fucking rip 1 damage somehow. That clamp was such a good rip. Holy shit. Yeah, next turn I was gonna float with the fucking goblin, the lumber guy, and then clamp it, and probably get something rolling there, huh? Probably get something rolling there. All right, we have a stip here, friends. I'm gonna throw this into the overlay.